Okay, well, another company reached out to me wanting me to review a plasma cutter. So I believe this one's a 75 amp instead of a 50 amp. So let's get over there to the box and get into it. Okay, it says Team Lift for some reason. There it is right there. Of course, I'm going to open the box and we're going to get into it, right? So let's do that. Well, it appears it was a box in a box. So this is the box. $750p. So that, I guess that means it's a 75 amp Pilot Arc plasma cutter. That name right there. I don't know what else is on the box. Probably the same thing. Yeah, it's the same. So let's get this thing open and get into it. Okay. Just want to show you I got it out of the box. It comes with a little adapter to do 110. They all do. Well, I guess they all do. I shouldn't say that, I suppose. Comes with a ground clamp. Your torch. It's the AG60P, looks like. Lift that to pull the trigger. Comes with a couple consumables. Almost looks exactly like the other one. In my opinion, it should come with a couple more, but whatever. And it should at least come with one extra one of these. But it don't. And of course, the air hose and the owner's manual. And then here's the machine. You just plug your air hose in here. Got a quick connect. And then instead of having a little switch, this has got like a breaker on it. This is pretty cool, I guess. We're going to go over the front controls real quick. Let's see if I can zoom you in a little bit. This one is the Pilot Arc. This is the torch switch. And of course, that's a torch switch. Yeah. And of course, that's the air hose. That's the ground. Got the same valve on the front. You hook the air hose in the back like I showed you. Instead of having to go back here in the back and adjust it and look at a gauge back here, it's up here, right here. That's your Pilot Arc. Goes from 15 down to 3, like most of them. This is your PSI. You can you pull this out and you can adjust it. Right here is air and cut. Right on cut it, that means it's ready to cut. You push this button, put it on air. It allows you to set it. You see how it went back up? Again, like I explained before, when you pull the trigger on the torch, the air pressure is going to go down. So you want to use this setting to set your air pressure. That way you don't go over there and get ready to cut and pull the trigger and the air pressure goes too low, if that makes any sense. And you got 2T, 4T. You know what 2T and 4T is. 2T, you pull the trigger, the arc starts, you start cutting. When you let off the trigger, the arc stops. 4T is you pull the trigger, you can let go of the trigger. The arc will start, and then you cut, and then but you got to pull the trigger again to stop the cut. And then you got Pilot Arc and post time, plate and mesh. And when you hit mesh, you see it up there. It shows a little thing mesh, and then a plate. That's pretty cool. Now, Pilot Arc or post time, that's your time from 3 to 15. That's how long the air is going to flow after you stop the arc. It's to cool down the torch and save on consumables. And then Pilot Arc, the seconds for your Pilot Arc, wherever you want to set it at. And then, of course, I already said plate. And then this over here is your amps. Right? It's pretty cool. As you can see, it's STC. I guess you can see that. STC 750. Or maybe that's 75 OP, or is it 750P? Not really sure. One of them. And then there's the name. Again, I'll let you pronounce that. Up there, it looks like it's 12. I guess that means 12th gen. I don't know what that means. Let's go over there and try this thing out. It's got a pretty good fan in it. That's for sure. And the fan only runs when when the machine's hot or when the machine's cutting. Let's go over there and do some cutting with it. You want to? Might as well. Let's try it out. Okay, I wanted to show you, I drained the air pressure and took the air line loose, and it came up with an error code, E5. But if you look in the book, E5 is low or no air pressure. Just wanted to let you know that. It also has two other codes it could have. EO1 or E1 is overcurrent protection, and EO2 is overheat protection. EO5 or E5 is no air. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple pieces I cut with it. Now, see, I cut this first. I thought I had it set this way far enough to make a straight cut all the way across, but when it got right here, it stopped. And then when it got right here, it started again. But you see it didn't cut. I guess I was going too fast for the setting it was set on. It didn't cut all the way through. But then the second one, it did cut all the way through. Pretty clean cut. A little bit of dross, that ain't no big deal to clean up. And I'll show you the piece of metal, the plate right here that this came off of in just a minute. Then I cut a little bit thicker piece. As you can see, it's got a little bit of dross on it. It's because, well, first of all, I forgot to turn the machine up a little bit for a little thicker stuff, thicker material, and then this one's even thicker. That's pretty thick. I should have turned the machine up because it was down pretty low to cut that sheet metal. 16 gauge, I think it is. But anyway, and it's all crooked because there's little knobbies on here from welding, and the thing that was dragging was going around each one of them knobbies, so kind of messed that up a little bit. But it's all good. Here's the piece cut off. Here's that thicker piece that I cut. As you can see, pretty good bit of dross on there. I should have turned the power up, the amps up a little bit, and the air pressure probably a little bit from what it was set at. But it cut it. Cut it pretty good. Okay, here's the piece of sheet metal that I cut that piece off of. This piece. As you can see, cut it pretty good, because I went a little faster on this one. Okay, like I said, this is a 75 amp, and if you want to get this machine, check the link down in the description of this video, and there'll be a direct link to this on Amazon, and there'll also be a link to my Amazon store. Just go under welding and you'll find this along with other stuff. But if you don't want to do that, you just want to go directly to this machine, just click the direct link and it'll take you right there, and you can buy this. It's a great buy. It's a great machine. I mean, especially for home use, you know, for DIYers or whatever, it's perfect. It's good for heavy duty use too, because it's a 75 amp, so that's a good thing. Anyway, that's all I got for this one. Hope you like it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.